our private chat?
I think I did. I mean, I posted it. I don't know if it's on the private chat though. Is the
Gotcha.
Oh, I did not post on the private chat. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh
well. Okay.
I put it on a chat, but not the private chat.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So hard to get used to this new format now. Now that I've been kicked out of my chair seat audience.
You willingly gave up the throne.
Yeah. Well, so you say, man. So you say.
You think I can't make Killmonger style?
All right, let's start.
All right. How's everybody doing, audience?
I'm doing all right. But, you know, emotionally, not well. But I am doing all right. So, there you
go. Gotcha. Got quite a few topics to talk about tonight, audience. Hope you're ready to brace yourself. And yeah, some might be more heated than others. I mean, come on.
Yo, pour out on the curb for Victor, bro. Victor.
I don't know, man. When you give up a girlfriend for someone like Oz, man, you know what you're signing up for, man. Just saying.
But we'll get into that before we accidentally say something that we don't need to say right now. But, you know, I guess without that further ado, let's get started. Hello, guys. Okay. Welcome to the Comic Phanatic podcast, Phanatic Night Live. We talk about, you know, the news or reviews of the week. Today, you are here with Jake Tylenol, the survivor of Gotham, I guess we should say.
And okay, you're also here with me, Cryptid Secret 415, waiting to get Jake's card information for the auto pay on StreamYard now. Wow. So, yeah.
And here are me, Ace Comics. Let's just start the show.
Okay. All right.
With that enthusiastic introduction, together we form the Fanatics. And as I said before, we talk about the news and reviews of the week. Today is our media news. So we'll be talking about, you know, media news such as like movie trailers, a lot of those actually, some comic stuff, but not reviews, just comic news. And we got some exciting stuff planned today. So, you know, step on by.
Then we also have a thing called socials too, audience. So, you know, follow us on Comic Fanatic 69 on X. And yeah, that's as far as I recall.
It's 2.0 on Instagram.
Yep.
And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell if you haven't. And share us around with all your cool friends. And let us know we're cool, we're hip, and we're ready to present. So there you go.
Don't let your friends call us any of those adjectives, please.
Spectacular Fanatics. There you go.
Gotcha. But all right then, I guess with that, let's start us out. Who wants to start us out?
I'll start us out.
Jake.
Yes. We are asking, what if we all like this trailer for What If Season 3 trailer reaction? How we feeling? I'll be honest with you. They're cool, but like it doesn't feel like I'm watching What Ifs anymore.
That was my problem with Season 2. It's the same thing I have a problem now with the What Ifs are getting either more and more elaborate, or they're not actually built on the original premise was supposed to be What If MCU episode. Based on stuff that we've seen in the MCU. And each season's gone further and further away from the idea.
Yeah. Which kind of makes it less and less interesting. I mean, like, what if Captain America had Voltron? Sure, but where does that come from? I don't know. Who cares?
They'll find a way to explain it. I guess I'll say
there's no timeline. We can be like, what if in Captain America, Mark Rambeau, and Moon Knight ends up with giant mech suits that turn into a transformer, bro. A powering transformer. There's no what if that leads to that. That makes logical sense. We had the problem with Season 2, where we were like, what if Nebula was a Nova Corps member, and
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't really the what if. The what if was actually what the Guardians never formed, so they had to find a different way to deal with what was the guy's name
Ronan.
Ronan.
from Guardians One? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because the only reason that whole flight happened because the Guardians aren't there to stop it. That's
Mm-hmm.
the what if,
Yeah.
and
And
I feel like you're gonna be a lot more of that.
it was a pretty lackluster way of defeating Ronan. I'll admit that
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
that episode. But
We do have.
go ahead.
I said we do have some of the titles which do feel like actual what. I mean, we have one that we've been asking for season one. What if the other half blipped? Honestly,
I thought you meant what if Bucky killed Peggy? Because I was asking that from last season.
yeah, that one's kind of like I don't know where that's going, but
Well,
uh,
let's go in order. So, what if
I think it's
the other
more
half?
that Civil War happens, but instead of her dying peacefully, she gets killed by Bucky.
mm,
Well,
too
it
much
happens
time.
in the Winter Soldier, but you know what I mean. When she's
That's
in her
too much.
cold lake bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nah,
with
I
Steve.
feel like they're going. I feel like they're going to play it up a bit, and it'll be more creative if Bucky ends up killing her.
Or it's just gonna be
Third.
the Captain Carter getting shot too. So that would be funny.
There we go. What? So you're saying like instead of Peggy going into the chamber, it's Bucky who goes into the chamber to get the serum?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Honestly, it could be what Austin said.
It's very vague, So it really could be from any
it's the
timeline.
only time it makes sense that it would matter that much. If that makes sense.
Yeah, if it's the
Yeah.
Civil War thing.
So you kill him anytime before Steve is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't like the impact's not going to be as felt as much as it should because he's the only one who's going to react that strongly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. As far
I
as I
guess
could
Shield doesn't get formed the same way, but I don't know how much that really does anything.
Wait, but does
Yeah.
Zemo just lose because Bucky kills Sharon and then he's like fuck Bucky, and like him and Iron Man kill Bucky, like you know what I mean? Like the Avengers still damn.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying that is the way.
You go that dark anyway, so.
I'm just saying,
All right.
maybe Bucky has to die so the Avengers can make it. I'm just saying.
Okay. Gotcha.
But what
Let's
if
see.
Wanda watching musicals instead of sitcoms? This feels like one that's gonna. I feel like at the CDFC.
You're going to annoy the fuck out of people.
I feel like.
And why I'm saying that because people hated the singing in the Marvels, if you remember.
Dude, I remember when we did when I watched that movie for our reviews, right? That was my bathroom break moment as soon as they were about to sing, right? So I didn't hate it as much as Jake did, but then a couple months later, when it was on Disney Plus, I watched the Marvels again, and I saw that whole musical scene in its entirety, and I'm like, oh, good lord. Oh, wow. This, yeah, you could tell they were planning on making this a whole extended musical number. Thank God they decided to cut that out. So.
That was even in the Marvels, but
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Don't you remember Monaco? Remember Monaco when they got up the hill? Monaco was like exhausted and tired, and you have to think to yourself, "Wait, you guys didn't really dance or anything. You guys were just walking up the hill." Oh wait, there was probably a musical number that they had to cut out at the last minute.
Yeah. In terms of the Wanda musical, it could be annoying, but I wonder if it's gonna be as deep as like because they're musicals and not sitcoms, it might like affect like Wanda's psyche, how we get explored in a different way, possibly. I don't know if it's gonna be that deep, but I think it'll be an interesting thing to do if they,
No, I want to be the exact same thing, but you can't sing, and it just cringy yourself, and then no one can tell the job.
There you go.
They're making a full comedy in that sense, where she only can do musicals, but she's the only terrible singer in this musical.
I just think it's just going to be the writers having fun, the writers and animators having fun with that episode, So
before we go fully into some of these topics, I do want to go over the original titles we got from part one because I had that picture for a long time ago, and this list confirmed a lot of those. So now we know that first part list was true as well. We already, what if the other got blipped? Maria Rambo. What if Maria Rambo became Captain Marvel in the main timeline? What if this is from December 2023? What if Wanda watched musicals instead of sitcoms? What if Petro survived Ultron? What if Okoye
Hmm.
took the heart-shaped herb? What if Tiamat
Yeah.
destroyed the Earth? But I think this title will change to what if the what if Celestials interfered? If I remember correctly. What if
Okay.
Khonshu chose Peter Parker? And I'll give you a Arachnite costume and from like the Infinity Warp stuff, if I remember correctly. And what if Natasha
Hmm.
Romanoff survived via mirror? And we know some of these have been changed because if you're unless these episodes like I said, the what if doesn't really does anything for the episodes. None of these here explain the mech suit stuff or Moon Knight being
No,
an
no,
episode. And now we have part one and part two. None of these talk about what if Storm got Mjolnir.
no.
Yeah.
Which
That,
no, because I think
So
that's
that
a.
definitely confirms the Storm thing is a very late edition.
I feel
yeah.
like the storm thing. I also feel like it's not even an episode. I think it's gonna be like the crossover thing. Like she's gonna show up in the crossover. It's gonna be like whoa, but they're never gonna go into like why she has Mjolnir.
Yeah.
That's what I suspect based off how the trailer looked.
Yeah.
So
For
um,
me, when it
For
comes to
everyone, oh,
Mjolnir,
we gotta go get some help. It feels like they you need episodes set it up. And I just
hmm,
a character randomly coming in with more power.
yeah.
I,
For me, the less people that hold
To
the
be fair, these
hammer,
are the
the
same
better.
people that cut a whole episode of season one and just had Gamora show up with Thanos' armor and stuff. So
we'll
who
explain it
knows?
next season that we don't have.
It's yeah. It's almost like
This is the final
they
season because they
can't have
can't explain it afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like they can't work. They don't know what to decide until the final cut. So
Yeah.
mhm. As far as
Um,
the
I feel
storm,
like it was
as far
forced
as
on them. I don't think had that choice to do that. I think it was forced on them by Marvel
yeah, I
because
mean,
not only is
I
it the only one like this in a super late edition, it's the
mm-hmm.
only one with anything X Men related that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
It was probably there just to add a little bit of extra buzz into the season three. Because really, when you think about it, what else is exciting people about season three?
I feel like if they just
You
did
could
the
have
what
did a
if,
lot of crazy stuff than just
yeah,
Storm getting
But like,
millionaire.
yeah, but
I feel like
here's the thing. Like this is what we got. Like these episodes that we got right now, like these titles, this is what we got. So I guess somebody in Marvel's like, okay, all these episodes seems fine, but we kind of need like a wow factor to bring the audience back in.
I just feel
So
like
that's
and
why
what
the
if
storm
Yeah,
comes
but
what if
out.
like Jake said, it seems like there's gonna be a crossover thing, like the final, probably like the final episode. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I feel like what if has the problem where it's like it's trying too hard, where it's like all you really need to get people in would just ask alternate, like give them alternate versions of the
that's a
movies
good
that
question.
they.
Yeah,
Yeah, ask good questions. That's
Mm-hmm.
all people ask for.
I
So they're
don't.
like, well, let's put some fucking magic.
I get you
Let's
want to
put
have
fucking multiverse.
fun, like the Wanda musical. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was just saying, like it's like they're putting in 90 different things, but like people like again the fact that we waited till season 3 to get it. What if the other half blipped? Is insane to me. That should have been season 1. That's what everybody was asking. This question was
Oh
wrong.
my
I don't know. I
god.
mean, like season
Yeah,
1, and even going back to season 1 had some. Sorry, I'm almost done. Had some good like what ifs, like the what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands. Great alternative
well,
question
the
that I
world
know
lost
was
its Avengers.
right. The weekend that Nick got the Avengers, what if that was alternated? Based
Yeah.
on the even
That
as much as I don't like it on paper, Peggy being Captain America instead was a good question for a what if. But like
it
you
was
know,
good. It was good in its first episode until she later got used and you realized, okay, she's just redoing everything Steve did. So
I was fine with
yeah.
her follow up episode as well. So I did like
Hmm.
them using the Red Room instead of Hydra because more women wanted to be in the army and super short stuff because of her. I thought it was a nice follow up story.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. Gotcha. Uh, one aspect I did
But
like about what one aspect I did like about at least the first season of What If, right? It gave them a chance to adapt certain things from the comics that they just don't have enough time to do in the movies. Like, back in when they destroyed all of Earth's mightiest heroes, right? We got to see Hank Pym have his mental breakdown in that episode. We wouldn't have been
Yep.
able to have time to see that in the movies. Or let's see, I'm trying to think of something else from that season that oh yeah, seeing Zola. You know, we never got to see his full transformation with a face chest, you know? But there, look at
We even got to
what
see
if season
Ultron's
one.
plan.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, that was the he was a giant man, and he was fearful, man. He was frightening. Yeah, that was peak Ultron right there. You know, it's glad to see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It would have been a cool one. Like, what if
That's why it's funny
Obadiah
that we
Stane?
didn't get a What If Thanos one episode. Like, why didn't it happen?
I also would have liked like a what if Obadiah Stane won Iron Man 1 because I was thinking about like how crazy the world would have changed if like Tony wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like, would we have been ready for this? We've been ready for the Battle of
Oh
New York, you know?
I I
well,
I only don't
Jake.
like the idea because they only do 30 minutes, and I feel like all the changes you have to do with me. I don't think you'll need an hour, but that's like the crossover event. The thing that leads to the
Yeah,
crossover event for final episode it has to be that, in my opinion.
and
Even
also
though that
keep in
big.
mind. Yeah, and also keep in mind if like Obadiah Stane did mass produce the armors, in that case you have to implement the Armor Wars story into a what if
Yeah,
episode, you know?
Well, we're
I mean,
not getting a movie anymore, so you might as well.
Well, at the time they were assuming they were getting a movie, you know?
But
We're not
yeah,
like it's crazy. Like we never got the What If Thanos won in Endgame, and we saw his new world or anything. Like we didn't get anything like that. I guess
trying
yeah.
to
I
think
guess this go back to Jake's point that the what ifs are too broad half the time. Like
Mhm.
the idea of what if Iron Man landed on Sakaar, fine, I guess. You know, for some reason Gamora was there, and then that led to that Gamora storyline.
Yeah.
So like, oh, so you did this to get her to this point, and this episode wasn't really about Tony in the sense that people thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Gotcha.
But
Oh,
like, why are we
you
getting what
can
if Maria Rambo was Captain Marvel?
man.
I don't know. Like we already saw what the outcome of that was. It was in
Yeah,
Multiverse of
she loses to
Madness.
Wanda.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know,
Like,
maybe
what
because
if
they just want people.
Pietro survived Ultron is interesting only because it most likely stops Wanda from having her mental break. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
what happens then?
Yep. Maybe we have the Avengers will have a speedster, or who knows? It might have even led to the West Coast Avengers in that what if
Yeah,
scenario. You
the
know?
speedster gets the time stone. Thanos never catching up.
Yep. Yep. Oh, here was an oddball one in the list you showed us, Austin. What if Matt Murdock never went blind?
Yeah, what if Matt Murdock is just a regular guy? He just went to school, you know, became a lawyer.
Oh,
He'll probably be dead. Like
I
Stick
know.
has no reason to teach him if he's not blind. Like you're not gonna randomly get this guy's skills or something. He's not. You know they're
I
probably
mean,
gonna do. They're gonna be like, oh, he didn't get the powers, so
Nah,
someone else had to get blind. So the universe
nah,
tried to correct itself, and now Foggy is
ooh.
blind. Like I don't
Oh.
want to see that.
yeah, I guess it's like in the last season of What If,
Look.
is this the type of stuff we want to be like asking? You know what I mean? Like this
Mm-hmm.
is your last chance to ask any what if question to get a I wouldn't say canon, but you know what I mean, like an official
Mm-hmm.
studio approved alternate ending to a movie, and we're asking
Mm-hmm.
things like, what if Daredevil just wasn't Daredevil? I mean, like I guess, like, sure.
In their defense, they're probably looking at that as like, you know, the same reason they had to put Daredevil and She-Hulk is the same reason they're giving him his own episode of What If. They're looking to get the star power with him, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, what you
So,
could have did. What if
What?
Daredevil joined the Avengers in that season one, like that original thing? And he already was
Ooh,
Daredevil at the time. He just didn't have his suit.
gotcha. Ooh, that would have been a nice little touch, you know? Mm-hmm.
um,
That should have been a what if. What if everybody was available? Ashley became Avengers like when the original six happened. Like so, not like Sam and
Yeah.
them, but Shang-Chi's already a
Mm-hmm.
fighter. Daredevil's already active. And you know how they keep revealing that people are just alive and around. What they call Captain
What?
Marvel Avenger one. Like this stuff should be like the easiest what ifs possible.
What the heck would Shang-Chi be doing at the Battle of New York at that point?
If Captain America can fight aliens, then they can karate aliens. Okay, this man
One,
fought a
he
guy who cut a
one,
bus in half. He can fight
hey,
an alien.
one, he has an indestructible shield, and two, he has he has supernatural powers, peak human body, So
And so does Shang-Chi.
no, he doesn't have any powers.
Well, he can
He
fight.
Because remember,
technically does.
you're talking about like at the time Avengers 1 happened, right? So at that point, Shang-Chi
Yeah,
wouldn't he wouldn't be able to.
they can give him
Yeah.
his chi powers. It doesn't
Hey,
matter. Okay.
we're not talking about powers when Natasha and Clint were there. All right, I'm just saying, like we
Yeah.
gonna act like
And no,
you
they
He
know.
had
also he
guns,
fought a
they
guy
had
who cut
weapons.
a bus in half and won.
Mm-hmm.
Those aliens weren't nearly as strong as that one guy.
Keep in mind, Black Widow and Hawkeye, they had weapons, they had explosives, they had guns, they had electrical assets on them. They were able to hold on their own. Shang-Chi
But
comes in with just his
you don't
hands.
understand.
Shang-Chi can take a guy's gun and start shooting the aliens with their own guns. Like, that's possible.
He is the weapon. He is the.
Yeah.
He's the most dangerous
A
weapon in the world.
Razor Fist was deadlier than any alien that showed up in Avengers 1.
I'm just saying. But it is what it
Okay.
is.
Except
I
for the
almost forgot.
Leviathan. That's not fair.
I almost forgot that Shang-Chi's supposed to have an episode, isn't he?
Is he?
No, he just in the episode.
He's in an episode.
Let's
Oh
see.
wait, no. I'm thinking about what was the name of his friend? The Aquafina character.
He's not having an episode. I don't know why you thought that.
No, I'm
The
pretty
other
sure
thing,
I read somewhere a while ago that she was supposed to be in an episode. So.
Darcy and Howard.
Yeah, she's going to be in an episode, but the episode isn't about her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Darcy and Howard the Duck are getting an episode. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm pretty sure that's the if the Celestials interfered episode,
Mm-hmm.
or it's the one with the other half got blipped. For some reason, they're just bigger characters now.
It does
Mhm.
bother me when characters act the same in like every scenario. Like Darcy, I don't know. I don't think, you know what? I'm talking. I haven't seen the episode. I'm just assuming something bad happened to Earth for Darcy to be in space, and she's still
Mhm.
like herself. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I feel like that would change you a little bit.
Yeah, that, any episode here you're actually excited for?
What if the other blip is the only thing I've been asking for? So I guess that one.
Which episode is the one that? Go ahead,
what
Jay.
if the other half got blipped is the only thing I really cared about coming here. So
Question: which episode's gonna be that episode with Red Guardian and Winter Soldier?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. By these titles, you can't tell. That's why you think these titles are terrible, or they're too broad, like season 2.
Gotcha.
Can you imagine the comics? What else was like this? You wouldn't be buying this stuff. I don't know what half this stuff means.
What if Spider-Man had the symbiote, but it's really about Reed Richards and the struggle of man?
Yeah, what if Spider-Man had the symbiote that really gets from Harry Osborn's point of view? He's like, oh, my friend changed today. I don't care.
I better see Red Guardian and now that he's in his prime to be pulling out the same stunts as Captain Carter has been doing, So yeah. So
I want to know about more about the mech dude. Who made those? What situation do you need Power Ranger suits in? Like, what happened here?
It'll be good. What if the Civil War team switched their bonus partner? So what if Cap recruited Spider-Man and Iron Man recruited Ant-Man? That'd be kind of funny. And you just tell us Spider-Man's life changed with Captain America.
I thought you just like what if Hulk was on Earth?
So you're telling me exactly like it was in the comics, Jake? When Spider-Man went to Cap and Ant-Man went to Iron Man. Yeah.
So many what ifs, but let's have 3 Captain Carter episodes.
Yeah.
But
I'm interested in what if Country chose Peter Parker? Because that just feels weird.
That is random.
It like he too damn met each other in the MCU yet.
Mm-hmm. That's just random.
I'm also disappointed there's no Werewolf by Night here, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because
we could have had a Cap Wolf episode. That's an actual what if. That's a story in the comics happens all the time. It just showed up like a year ago. Again.
Mm-hmm. It's
You could
just
have had a
sad that
Cat
they.
Wolf episode,
It's
and
just,
you chose what if Maria Rambeau was Captain Marvel?
it's just sad that they decided to go with Zombie Cap as the poster child of What If. Like, come
He's
on,
not even
Cap
in this
won't.
season. They're in their own show now.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like they freaking made a toy figure of that Zombie Cap. I'm like, what? Come on, you ain't giving me a Cap Wolf? Baloney, baloney.
But it seems like in the
So,
trailer we will be fighting that tentacle thing introduced way back in the first episode
oh,
with
jeez, I
Captain
forgot
Cold.
all about that. I forgot all about
Yeah,
that crap.
they're bringing Doctor Strange back to ruin his character even more, in my opinion.
But
Yep, yep.
Because Jake
But
liked him being the villain and going back on everything he said and taking these I
yeah.
did not.
I do agree that the FC has a problem with like
yeah,
showing people showing the
and
gliding descent to madness. They just kind of like
yeah,
cut to it. I do agree with that, but I did
yeah.
like it.
And audience, it was a
Another episode is
bittersweet.
like, go ahead.
I was about to say, and audience also was a bittersweet ending at season 2, where Doctor Strange saved his girlfriend by wiping himself out of existence. It's
That's
sweet if you it's sweet if you forget the fact that it's Doctor Strange who's going to help defeat Thanos,
right.
who played a key role to defeat Thanos.
Right.
You know,
It's so strange is
It's sweet
survival.
until you realize his universe is still gone. He killed like millions more just to do that.
Yeah, it's fucking
and
important.
but hey, his girlfriend gets to live. You know.
Right. For just a couple more
That girl
years.
who went on one date with him got to live. That's crazy.
And that's assuming if Dormammu doesn't show up.
Up,
So,
up.
Yeah, they killed the ancient one.
yep.
They know Strange
Mhm.
does the one.
Yep.
So even so there you go.
So,
No.
I'm really surprised they did if Okoye took the heart shaped herb because the obvious
Mhm.
what if or what if Mbaku did. That's the
Yeah.
one the movie actually killed themselves and they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And he's the king of Wakanda.
And that just didn't make any sense that they chose Okoye over M'Baku, because M'Baku's a fan favorite, and I know the Black Panther movies don't have enough time to give him enough of a spotlight, So this could have been a perfect chance, you know.
that bold-headed demon.
Yeah, it's just funny, like all the what else what Black Panther could have did. Like you remember when he retired to make the MC Killmonger and comic book Killmonger one character, and they did that one off, that one issue.
Yeah.
I mean, a five
Yeah, yeah,
issue miniseries,
yeah. I
and they
recall that.
introduced that cheetah god and stuff. I feel like you could have did a whole what if about that. Like,
Hmm.
what if another god is back Killmonger,
Oh yeah.
or just
Yeah.
what if Bash turned her back on Wakanda, and they didn't have the
Ooh.
technology and stuff. They had to figure something else out.
Ooh, that could have been something.
Like, there's just so much more interesting what if you do with these concepts. Y'all thinking the most like standard or just random things because y'all want to tell this weird connecting story that people told y'all
Mhm.
to drop in season 2.
Hello. Sorry, I
Ooh,
overslept.
Oh, that's all
gotcha.
good.
Oh, yeah, look who's here.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I overslept. I was
No,
tired.
no problem, man. We're
Well,
still on the first topic about Marvel's What If.
yeah.
Um,
Welcome to the
yeah.
post-nap time discussion.
You have
Yeah.
any thoughts you want to give?
Oh, what if?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna introduce myself if you don't know who I am. I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I'm tired. And also, I'm excited for Storm.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Do-do-do. But
But
yeah.
outside of that, I guess we're what if? What more can we say about it? It's a lot of stuff, but is it a lot of
Okay.
substance? So,
Yeah. Gotcha. But anyway,
We saw
I guess with that.
Peggy and what her name, Kahari, what her
Kohori,
name was.
Kohori.
I don't know what Jake said, but we're going with that.
I
Uh,
forget.
she's
Oh yeah, that
they're still having the
indigenous
biggest part
character.
of this franchise, and they're still leading the way. So I know that's going to annoy people.
Oh yeah,
Kohori.
that was all. Oh yeah, that was also another thread they kind of had to pick up from last season, because at the end, like, Peggy and what's her name, the indigenous character, they arrive at Yggdrasil to meet Loki, and that better not be a variant of Loki. I'm just saying that has to be the Loki we've been following from season 1 and 2 of his series.
It better
So,
be. Jesus Christ.
Guys, I
yeah.
got news to tell you. Jonathan Majors will not be your villain in the upcoming movie. So, moving on. Be prepared. It's doom time. Okay, that's the news.
Gotcha. But all right then. You guys have any final thoughts before we move on?
No.
Not really. I'm not excited to see Peggy Carter again.
Mhm.
There.
All right.
But without further ado, let's go on to the next topic. It's time to make a mass effect. Oh, I didn't think the picture was
What?
that small.
I
A
was like,
mass
of all
effect.
of all the pictures you could have chosen,
Just like
Jake.
Jake say all the titles, I guess.
It was a good picture. Mass Effect writer confirmed. So there you go.
You couldn't
I don't
even
know
tell
what.
that's Mass Effect if you didn't say it was Mass Effect.
Mhm.
What?
A woman, a random redhead in a black suit does not scream Mass Effect to people.
It's
Yeah.
the N7 suit. Any Mass Effect fan knows what that
You can't
is.
tell for this
Yeah.
picture, bro. You gotta zoom in on to see the N7,
You're
man.
not even zooming. It's
Mhm.
right there. Listen, audience, if you see this picture, if you're watching this, you tell me. Did you identify this as Commander
You
Shepard?
could have did the most standard
Okay.
poster that everyone recognizes that you chose this. Remember that.
Support the
That
I'm
community.
kind of
sorry.
looks like Black Widow.
Yeah,
Listen,
Jake.
Exactly. It doesn't, you won't guess that it's
he
Mass Effect if
is.
you don't know Mass Effect.
Well, I'm showing
Jake,
Tony. I'm
Jake,
showing
Jake.
Tony. He's a bigger Mass Effect fan. He will judge it for me. I will say, who is this? And he won't
Yeah, but
I,
not everyone
I,
is
I'm,
a
I'm,
Mass
I'm,
Effect fan.
yeah, I'm telling the audience, I wouldn't have picked this picture if I was still the guy in the chair. Just
You know what?
saying. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
just saying, maybe we gotta take a step back next time.
Well, you know what, Crypto?
Yeah.
You know what? You can have Mondays and Tuesdays. Go back to that workload you were complaining about. I'm just saying. I wasn't complaining about it. But we are talking about Mass Effect. The new writer is confirmed. And this writer is the guy who worked on he worked on Fast and Furious 9. And listen, I think we all agree the
Are
picture
you
looks really
happy reading other people's topics, by the way?
yes, I am. So I know we're all happy with we all know Fast and Furious is a bad franchise. But just to give you context, 9 was so bad it took me 3 times to start it because I kept getting angry at what I was seeing. So
Wow.
that's the context of what we could be in for. But who knows? But yeah, what do you guys think?
No, so-
And it's my Amazon who will change or add anything to push their whatever they think is something should go, whether it makes sense or not. They don't really care
Mhm.
about trying to follow anything.
Yep. I'm just
Oh, you
curious
like the
as to
game?
who.
We're just not going to be like the game. Goodbye. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Damn. Well, that answers my question as to how they're going to implement the romance option in this. You know?
You choose your own romance alternate
Oh, you
sequence.
can.
They
Oh
probably
boy.
just won't, or they'll just go with the most like shipping, which is whoever Shepard is and Liara.
Hmm. Well, I was on the band camp of Tally, but that was me, audience. So.
Yeah, minority
Yeah, but if they're
ship.
doing romance, they're going to do the safest option. I don't think they have the cojones to go outside the norm.
Hmm.
Especially in
Gotcha.
a series that
Uh,
has your dialogue options. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go with the
but
consensus.
they should go with my thing. But that said, you do the Paragon route all the way through, but the credits are bloopers of the Renegade option.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, when you watch her try to be like the Boy Scout, and then you go to the credits, where it's like some dude talking smack toward the episode, and she kicks him out the window. I think that'd be funny. We don't have blooper edits anymore, in credits anymore.
I feel
I think
like
when you get back to that, man.
I like the so our buddy Tony, he's a big Mass Effect fan. He plays with a specific way. He says when he plays Mass Effect 1, he's the Paragon. No, it's Mass Effect 2, he goes to Renegade because like things are because Mass Effect 2 is kind of like a darker story, like a more serious story. And then Mass Effect 3, he's kind of like goes back to Paragon, but after like a while though. Like it's not like right away.
Hmm.
And I think that's like a way you handle it, just to show like Shepard, like because even in the game, they have this thing where like Shepard's face is kind of broken at the start of 2. So the more renegade he or she goes, the worse the face looks. But like and it's like the calmer that Shepard can be in the face of adversity, like the more it starts healing, like the scars start healing. and that'll be like a cool thing to play into, like the emotional journey Shepard's going through. So that's just my pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What?
Gay? Question mark?
No,
Shepard? Yeah.
Just in
Well,
general?
no.
Shepard can be.
I know
But-
that.
Sure, it can be, but they won't go that route. Wormson.
Okay, just asking.
No.
Well, if it's with Liar, well,
Unless they do the female Shepard and Liar, you're not getting gay.
right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It has to be female Shepard.
Mhm.
That's the only two.
Okay, what's even the
That's
point?
the only way you'll get it.
What's even the point
The
anymore?
male
Throw it
Shepard
away.
can't date a boy.
Throw it away. What's even the point anymore?
But I mean,
I think they need to start trying to choose the very much choice-based game or story-based games, especially if they don't want to follow stories. Their best bet would probably pull a Fallout and just make their own story in the show, like in the time period,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and just do that so you can do whatever you want and not piss people entirely off by not picking their choices.
Unlike any other game adaptation, this is something that you like. Even if you did it right, you will not please everyone. There's gonna be someone pissed because this isn't how it would have gone for them.
Yeah,
which is
so you don't kick it out the window and that choice comes up. Everyone's gonna be mad. That's the one choice everyone does.
Right. So it's like I feel like this is more risky than anything. I don't. This couple of the reasons I didn't even want a Mass Effect show because it was like, well, how are you gonna do that in a way that's gonna make like everyone satisfied, or at least like the majority satisfied?
You think the studio's concerned about doing something to make the fans happy, Jake?
I know, but it's like you're giving.
Yeah, I was like, have you seen the Halo show?
Right. With no choices as a straightforward story, you could have adapted that. It could have been fine. But this is a story where it's like, I don't know how you would adapt it in a way where like you'll be happy overall.
I think their greatest asset is like Halo. They didn't have the money for it, even if they wanted to do it, so they should do something else. Mass Effect is more Stargate Atlantis style, so I feel like you can get away with a lot less, and people will be fine. I guess their standard money should be enough to carry this show, at least for the first game. You don't get the Reavers or anything like that. Anything like big, that'll take a big chunk of the money.
What about
I guess it's Citadel. But how well you want to do that? But I just say you just build sets.
What about the final boss of the first game? Was not a big monster.
Sarah, I don't think that'll be that much.
Oh. I'm just asking. You know I didn't play it, but I'm just asking.
Oh no, Sauron's just an alien.
Oh.
He's just an alien. He's just a Taurian. Whatever his name is. Arian.
Who to turn other people into dinosaurs. That's Sauron.
The first one, like Sarah.
That's the nigga from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about there's
a pterodactyl guy.
Yeah, that's Sauron.
No, I'm talking about like
His name's something.
Isn't there?
What are you talking about?
Isn't there? Doesn't Sarah call it like it's not like a Reaper, but it's not as big as the ones in 3. Isn't that what happened?
No. What he does is he gets possessed, and you convince him how to kill himself, or you can kill him yourself in like a fight, and then they reanimate his dead body, and you fight that.
Oh, okay.
That sounds fun.
Like I said, either way, even though he does come less or like even more alien, it shouldn't cost anything more than like that guy in Halo 2. I don't remember his name.
Okay. Yeah, the Arbiter guy. Whatever.
Arbiter, yeah. that guy. It shouldn't be that much. Just do the option where he kills himself so you don't have to do that whole fight. And then you just do the reanimated fight. There you go.
Also, I wonder if they can capture the. I wonder if they, because this is my problem. Mass Effect does the thing where it's like it's Star Wars and Star Trek used together in like the best way possible.
It's Stargate.
Yeah, it's Stargate. It's like it's Stargate, but like it's its own thing. Like it's like the perfect marriage of like all the star shows, and like I worry because it goes through it's such a thin line that the games master that I just worry, like especially with all the other stuff they have to do, can they get that tone right? it's not easy. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely. I feel
I
like
think the comedy gonna be really hard.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what do you adapt in like 8 episodes or 12? You know what I mean? That's not even 20. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, I would say skip the 8 episode format. Well, for season 1 you do 8 episodes. Season 2 do 10, and then season 3 do 12. That's what I'll do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Mass Effect. It will have a mass effect on the fan base, but is it a good one or a bad one? Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Gotcha. But alrighty then. I guess with that, you guys will move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake
All right.
announced this one as well.
Hey,
Still
no, I'm the one. I'm the one announcing this one. All right, Captain America.
If he can steal my topic, he can say this.
I already announced it. So, all right, yeah, we got the latest trailer of Brave New World, and I gotta say, I hope they're not just giving all the prize shots in the trailers now.
That was my problem
Could-
watching it. I was like, I hope they're not gonna spoil, like they just ruin the entire movie because of the fucking
Yeah.
trailer. Because they've
Yeah.
done
Well,
that.
they showed the secret villain they keep hyping up, so I think you're safe.
Gotcha, but like a lot of the cool shots, like the scene where like Sam Wilson throws that shield in midair and it's just bouncing between all the incoming missiles. I'm like, that is a great scene that I kind of wish
Yeah, I
I could
would
have
say
saved
that
for the
one.
movie. Yeah, So I'm really hoping for that. I mean, hey, I know they had to go through a lot of reshoots, and it looks like they're paying off. We're getting like some good scenes at least. The one thing I was like
Did you
having a little bit.
see the Celestial in the trailer though? Did you see him?
I thought that was all I saw was a hand.
That's
From the
Celestial
one that.
hand.
Yeah, I know. The outline of the hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. It confirms at least the initial leaks and stuff we found out, which is interesting.
Of
So
all the
does that confirm
movies,
that's going to be Antimanium?
I might as well at that point, So, just weird
All
out.
the movies, Captain America fighting the space
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah. Let's not also forget that originally this was supposed to also pick up the plots from Secret Invasion, and of course, they had to take that all out for obvious reasons. The one scene I was referring to that I kind of didn't like though was when Sam Wilson was coming down into the ground, like
Thank you.
making that comment.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Audience, I understood why they had to make the mask for Sam. Both for in the movie reasons and for real life marketing reasons. Okay, I can understand. But
It's
when I
still
saw that
ugly.
it was, yeah, I know. But when I saw that it's a retractable mask, I don't think every hero should have like an on and off sort of mask. It just feels like one of those
I
cheap little gimmicks.
I
Okay,
agree. I'm only okay with it if it came with the Wakandan stuff that they gave him. It didn't at least make this that way.
yeah, but then keep in mind, okay, you have Black Panther, okay, it makes sense for him. Star Lord, okay, makes sense for him. Ant-Man, okay, makes sense for him. Thor, whatever. Now Captain
Yeah,
America,
I don't even know how
okay,
Thor
now
got here. This
Spider-Man.
is weird.
Well, no, him is more magic. I'll just make hologram. It'll just magically appear out of light. But Captain America, though, I mean,
Whatever.
it's old. Captain America's a very old school sort of concept. So I would have liked it better if it was just like a regular mask that he took on and off. It didn't need to be nanites or anything. The wings though retracting in that one particular scene. Again, it just felt like an edit. Something about
And
that scene didn't.
I've seen like edits way better than some of these shots. Okay, don't diss
Yeah,
the editors.
Yeah, I know, but still, it was just worth pointing out. And I still like that when they did that whole.
I thought you were gonna point out when he landed and it looked like he broke his fucking leg because they did that terrible. You relook that
Oh,
scene and I want you to look at that scene. When he lands on his bent foot. He would have broke his fucking leg. landing at the Mach speed like that.
Okay, yeah, this probably might give credence to what Jake's been wanting so much, and to say that the suit would have to be made of vibranium at that point.
I said it
You
had to
know?
be. Y'all don't believe me. I said it would have to be.
Nah, I don't like that pitch, but that's the only way it can make sense for Sam to have survived that impact without breaking his legs, you know?
Like I know they're
So,
probably not gonna even talk about it in the film, but it's like, bro, that's ridiculously bad. You can just redo that scene one time and have him land with
mhm,
like the regular superimposed.
yep.
All
So
these
yeah,
reshoots, you didn't get that.
yeah, what
For
do you do?
real.
Another thing I wanted to bring up was like, I really like how we're seeing the weapons of Sam's wings being implemented. I mean, for God's sakes, if it could slice through jets, if it could slice through cars, it's definitely slicing through Hulk's skin. I'm not calling that. So that's one thing I'm looking
Oh,
forward to.
you reminded me. They gave Red Hulk his heating power. Everything he touched
Yeah.
was burnt as he moved his hand.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. So it's gonna be interesting to see that fight implemented. Damn, I remember there was something else I wanted to bring up with
That
Red
bitch
Hulk.
is
Oh,
still in there, unfortunately.
but
I'm not gonna name names
yeah,
because I know I'm gonna get shit
yeah,
for it. So
okay,
that bitch
but
is
yeah,
still there. There you
okay,
go.
but yeah. So Red Hulk, right? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, now I remember. So yeah, all the trailers we've seen as of right now, like you basically could tell that Red Hulk's gonna be saved for third act, which
Which they
okay.
already spoiled it. So
Well,
what's even the point anymore?
hmm
Because
It's
that's not
I
what
guess
they
it's
get to.
because that's
about to
not
be
the
over
point of
with.
the movie itself. That's just the fight. The point of the movie is the secret villain who they haven't
Hmm
spoiled, who they
hmm
told you is in the film in this trailer.
Man, this just
Who
reminds me
sets
of
up the
why
fight?
I.
Who's the background playing games? That's the big real threat. Red
Yeah,
Hulk
I
is
It's
know
the
just
what
physical
the
threat.
threat of this movie is that I could tell you.
hmm
Well, we know who it is,
yeah,
but they ain't spoiling. That's all I'm saying.
No, it was Cryptid's mom.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
she's the camera orchestrator.
yeah, so yeah,
She's the
so.
orchestrator of this whole shtick.
Yeah, but
hmm
I do like how the trailer is edited. I did like the division panels they were doing. What is like unique. I like when Marvel because I loved I think almost every Marvel Phase 3 trailer, but the Captain Marvel trailer.
hmm
I did because I liked them because they were doing something different in each one, and I like this one too. Again, like showing the division, they put like division panels for each
Wait,
state.
wait. What kind of movie trailer?
Captain
Well,
Marvel.
Captain Marvel trailer.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
like you
Captain.
said Captain America. I'm like, you know, like Civil War trailer, bro? What?
Oh, no, I love it. But yeah, I like the division panels they were using. There's like a great shot of like where they show Ross and Sam, but then they divide them to show they're like two different ideologies. I like that too.
Yeah, yeah,
There's a lot of good editing here. I just wanted to give a shout out to the people who worked on the trailer.
yeah.
I also like the tone of this because we're gonna get into this a little later. I like
hmm
the tone of this one. It's appropriate for the subject matter at hand. It's serious.
hmm
It makes me more interested in like the political drama going on. Sam gets
hmm
arrested again. So
Oh,
every time
Isaiah.
Sounds like it's not the first time, won't be the last
I think every time he
Isaiah.
shows up, he's
I,
arrested for something other than where he dies.
first
Poor
time.
Isaiah.
No.
Poor Isaiah. I gotta say,
Poor
dude.
Isaiah.
I
Yeah.
don't like them doing the tone for this trailer like this because I don't trust a movie to be like that.
Mm. You don't think the Captain
Yeah.
America movies are
But
going to be
Anthony
like?
Mackie, who makes jokes and stuff all the time, I don't see them keeping this tone consistent throughout the film.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm sure
think
he'll
they're
make.
gonna play it kind of like Winter Soldier. No, Winter
Yeah.
Soldier.
Winter
Yeah, that's what I'm
Soldier, yeah.
expecting.
That's
Like
the
even
tone
when
they're
a
going
soldier
for.
went up and down with his tone depending on what episode you're in. But I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, but I
Mm-hmm.
think Winter Soldier. I think Winter Soldier's tone is fine for this. That's where I kind of want Captain America movies to be. I think in terms of tone.
Yeah.
But
Let's see what else.
yeah, and it looks like again, I'm looking at it now. The Captain America versus Red Hulk fight seems like it's gonna be fun. Especially now that I know he has a vibranium suit, so he can take some.
I hate that. Come on.
So, you know.
Mhm. Oh,
Um,
here's one thing that they never didn't show yet. Joaquin. So I'm hoping he gets some
They did.
love and
They
attention.
briefly showed
It is
Joaquin.
gone.
Well,
yeah,
no, I'm talking about his fight scenes. You know,
okay.
Oh,
so
well, they show a fight scene. You see him falling out the air.
Audience, quick engagement below. What candy am I pulling out from my bag? That's the. There you go.
Wait, isn't this the
Yeah.
second time he's the air some shit?
Oh damn, I'm seeing the picture Austin just brought up. Okay, yeah, his leg did bend. Ooh. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that was a weird thing to not catchable. All the things you call
Mhm.
these reboots and all this other stuff going on, man. These reshoots.
Yeah,
But
To be
it's the
yeah
audience
to be
update. It was a Milky Way.
gotcha.
but
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll try
That
fixing that
you know
for
what
when
that
the
looks
final
like?
part
That
happens.
looks like when I trip in my platform boots. That's what that looks like.
Oh damn.
Cause
Oh
that
damn.
it looks just like that.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
uh, I'm kind
Well,
of something I want this movie is Isaiah Bradley,
yeah.
and you already know who's related to him, and he was in Falcon Winter Soldier. I feel like if Isaiah gets locked up again, I feel like the other Bradley should do something. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Eli.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. You know, dude, that will be a missed opportunity to be to not set up Patriot in this movie. You know. So yeah. Let's see what else. What else from this movie we could talk about? Doo-doo-doo. No, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get good fight scenes in this movie. All those research had to have been had to pay off at some point.
I do
And
think
Um,
heck, I don't know if you guys knew this, but apparently they're filming more scenes even to this date. I'm like, God
yeah,
dang it.
that's
that's
normal for Marvel. That's
not the
normal for
best
Marvel.
sign.
No, that's
hmm
normal for Marvel. Marvel's been doing that since Phase 3. Their movies that get
No,
any
no,
more
look,
has to
no,
release
like,
date.
dude, when you're in trailer 3 of a movie and you're telling me that they're filming
No,
more
this is like I
additional
think this
scenes,
was the main trailer, right?
this
No,
is
but
for the third.
that's what I'm saying. Like Marvel, even the VFX doesn't end. Even when we get the movie, by the time we get the movie, but across overseas, movies still get edited though. Like so, it's not even like
Okay.
all the movies out.
Okay.
It still gets edited. That's why the
You're talking about edits, Jake, but I'm
Yeah.
talking
No.
about actually
So
reshoot, more shoots
so
Reshooting.
being
this
made.
trailer is the official trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
The
the
one before that
official
was the
trailer,
teaser.
not the teaser trailer. The official trailer.
Ah, okay, okay. Gotcha. So, all right then.
Also,
All right.
Uh,
there's a scene that I found interesting. There's like a where it says "Reset Ross, Reset America." So I actually curious. Like so, like I guess I don't know what benefit does making Ross Hulk up with resetting America. I guess it's kind of where I'm like, is there more to it than that? I don't know.
You're walking on.
I thought that was more towards the assassination plot. I feel like you saw John Carlo Esposito in the trailer, and he's playing
Yeah.
a character named we
Ah,
mean
shit,
to
I
talk
forgot
about
his
this. What do
name.
you think? Why something?
What? What? He was he's a
Is that
minor
what S?
character in the Serpent Society.
Sidewinder.
Sidewinder, yeah.
He's playing Sidewinder. I feel like they're splitting. I think there's two different plots on Raw. One's by this guy, and one by the secret villain who's overseeing everything and just taking advantage of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps preparing
So
a new.
I feel like this guy is part of the team trying to assassinate Ross, and the secret villain's the one who's like, you know what? I think it'll be way funnier if we just do it this way and do the real whole thing. Because it's very clearly not in the comments where he did it to himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. That is true.
Now, Hulk fans, be happy. You have a Hulk that just goes around destroying shit like we've all wanted.
Yeah, like we've been wanting, Jake.
Also, was that a Black Widow or a Red Widow, whatever they're called,
Mm-hmm.
in the trailer?
Yep.
I don't want to talk about it.
You see a one? Yeah. Okay, we won't go into that. But
Yeah. So.
that's
That
the whole
bitch is
situation there.
here. what I was trying
Okay.
to insinuate.
So,
That bitch is still here.
okay, we're not talking about her. So, all right. Anything
Exactly.
else in this trip?
Fine.
Anything else about this trailer you guys want to talk about?
Not really. My main thing is that they spoiled a lot of it, especially a lot of the
Yeah,
third act in this, and I'm just like,
yeah.
why did they keep doing that?
I felt like they feel like
I
they're
think they feel like
in
they
they're
had
back into
to.
the
The
corner.
Sam's first
Yeah,
movie, people
because
already didn't really react that well to Falcon Winter Soldier and him being Cap.
yeah,
And
and we
then you
also
hear
got
him fighting Hulk villains. It's like, bro, what?
yeah,
Yeah, he's
and
not
we
a
all
superhero that is a part of the Get Punched by Hulk club, so I don't know why he was.
Yeah,
and
that's why I think they tried to show a lot of. But look, Sam's cool. He can do this. You
yeah.
see, he's doing it.
I mean, yeah, you gotta also look at it this way. This is Marvel's real first attempt at actually branching off to a legacy character. Like, I'm not including Jane Foster Thor because in her movie, it was still Ford the main lead, and she was, co-leading
It
that.
didn't feel like
Um,
passing on the torch, and plus, by the end of it,
the- the-
spoiler alert, I
yeah,
guess she fucking dies.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. So I don't really count that as like the passing of a legacy character, as opposed to like this case with Captain America with Sam Wilson. This is an actual passing of the torch now that Steve is gone. So
And it opens up.
Marvel, yeah,
I was gonna say, and it opens up the door because, like, I felt like when you review Captain America comics on the channel, the tone is something that's like, wow, this is like not in the movies at all. Like, Red Cap's like, recruiting people in the war with God or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. It's like, I feel
hmm
like Sam's Captain America is opening the door for like we can do those like story. We can show that Captain America can't be more than just like we're fighting the same grounded terrorists every day. We can
hmm
do something different. We can have out there villains, but still feel like Captain America at the end of the day. So
Gotcha.
that is a
You're talking about the most recent arc where he was fighting like demons and
right.
teaming up with an angel. Yeah, that was a little
Yeah.
bit out there, I'll admit.
Yeah.
So,
But then there are other ones too, like Captain America and Dimension Z and all that other
oh
stuff.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, so it's just like
So
it's just showing that Captain America can be more than just like like Rainbow
mhm,
Six. You know what I mean? It could be
gotcha. Again, a lot is being gambled on Sam Wilson in this audience. Like again, I won't even count like Ant-Man as a passing of the torch because they already started the introduction of Ant-Man with Scott Lang instead of Hank Pym. So
Yeah.
for so alrighty then.
Yo, people got
Okay.
mad at me when I said the Iron, like what's her name? God, leave man, I'm space right now.
Yeah.
Ironheart.
But Black Panther 2,
Yeah, Ironheart.
when Ironheart showed up, people were mad at me for saying this was a real passing of the torch because she doesn't even know Tony at all in this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she doesn't.
That makes
Yeah,
Sam the
so
only official
Because okay,
legacy character, period, in MCU.
okay, but
hmm
like, can I get my take on this real quick?
Yeah,
And
go ahead.
it's taken me years to actually realize this. I don't know why it took me years, but you know what? Better late than never.
right.
The MCU doesn't really adapt their comic counterparts. They make OCs and slap their names and some traits of them onto these characters.
I think it depends on
And
the
if you're
character.
Yep.
lucky, they'll be fully adapted correctly.
hmm
That's my take on it. And I don't care what
Yeah.
anyone says, because I will fight you on Twitter. Don't think I won't. Like, hit me
Mhm.
up, which of yo in with an E instead of a U, because fucking well that I'm right.
Mhm.
That's what I see being doing a lot of these places. They don't really adapt the characters or the plot lines. They just say they are so that, like, I guess the quote unquote normies can enjoy it.
I
They
feel it
got
depends
her.
on the
They got her a mixture of everything, like from a different adaptations. I mean, I remember even Captain America, right? That whole scene in Winter Soldier where he jumps out the airplane without a parachute. Yeah, that was actually in reference to Ultimate Cap, actually, who did that.
Yeah, they
You
just
know,
take bits and pieces. They
Yeah,
don't
but
fan
really
service
take
moments.
the core character. They've taken more
Mhm.
from the Ultimate Universe, the first one, not the second one, more from than 616.
well,
Mhm.
yeah, that was their mandate from the beginning.
well,
So
that was the original point, though. The
yeah,
whole original Phase One was doing that to start it
yeah.
off.
Mhm.
Regardless, do you see my
But
point?
I know I understand what you're saying, though. I agree with you. Like you just look at
But
Wanda and stuff like that.
like I
And be
said,
like,
I will fight
you
people
don't
on
really know
Twitter. Don't
characters.
underestimate me.
Mm-hmm. But alright,
You're just lucky that I'm busy doing something for LeJacofer.
Thank you.
Gotcha. But alright then. I guess with that, you guys want to move on unless you have any final thoughts on this.
No, I'm working on something for Jacofer, so I'm a little bit busy.
I'm interested in this one, but that's more than I can say for
Yeah.
the next one. So
Okay, let's go for it.
All right. We're bringing on the Thunder at this one.
With the Thunderbolts, thoughts on
They let
Thunderbolts?
Jake steal another topic. Okay.
I
Okay,
can't.
another-
Thoughts on Thunderbolts, everyone.
Another example of forced MCU humor, really, in this
I
trailer.
think if we could just get rid of Red Guardian, I think the quicker he dies, the better
Yeah.
the movie will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely be the one with the most amount of comedy in this because I've seen Black Widow and definitely was.
I mean, we already said this before when we saw the first official roster of this team. Red Guardian's just going to be here as a comic relief of the team, you know? So, whether that'll feel natural or forced,
We'll
I'm
see.
leaning more to the forced, honestly.
Okay. I know this sounds controversial, knowing from me. If I do decide to see this, I'm gonna give it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see what they're gonna do, and yeah.
Is there a reason you wouldn't want to see this?
Reasons. There could be reasons. I'm scared that they're gonna fuck up Sentry really badly.
They're gonna do that regardless. That's happening. I'm
More like
saying that.
I don't really that they're gonna say fuck him up. They're gonna like fuck over his power set. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
No, that's always gonna happen. There was no way Sentry was gonna be adapted 1-to-1. I don't know how they're gonna do the connection between him and the Void in the movies.
Yeah. Well, which you also have to keep this in mind. Like, I know you can't really have a fully powered Sentry from the comics in this film because you still have to make it believable for how this team will be able to combat against Sentry.
Even if it was the main Avengers roster, he was still not going to be as strong as he was in the comics. They just don't do that. They didn't do that for Thor.
Yeah, even the main Avengers are as strong they are in the comics.
Yeah, Thor took 3 movies, and over the span of not really 5 movies, what kind of Avengers, before he even got like a taste of what he is in the comics. Yeah, like Sentry was never going to be that strong.
Yeah, it took the full force of the star. That's the most impressive thing in the MCU.
Yeah. Oh, impressive thing! You almost like starting a sun with their own powers.
Yeah.
With very little else.
That's not that impressive because she didn't. It's not that impressive.
Yeah, she came out.
If you had the powers to make energy, especially solar energy, and you fly into the sun, it would just reignite it. That has nothing to do with how powerful you are.
Think about it like this: she was basically like a jumper cable. That's what that was. That was like
still wouldn't have hurt if they showed her fatigued or like showed that maybe it took a lot of her powers. No, she just came out.
It would take any of her power. It's a ball of gas. You just lit it on fire. You light a small piece, the whole thing lights up.
I am more interested in seeing Thunderbolts than I am Brave New World. I'm just going to be 100% real with
that. I agree with that.
There's one thing I'm actually starting to notice a little bit about this trailer, right? You guys notice that in a lot of these group shots, Taskmaster isn't here?
I don't know.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, Taskmaster wants to die.
Yeah, like she's not in the elevator scene. She's not in the car with the rest of the team. Like she's not
in Valentina's house.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so
I have a couple theories about that, but I have a couple theories. I think
Go
this
ahead.
was mostly set before she joins the team.
Before who?
But before she joins the team, that's a possibility.
If you go based on the scene with all of them together, that's their first time meeting. I doubt they're going to do a whole road trip to see if join halfway.
You want to hear my full theory? I didn't give my full theory.
Go ahead.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just find that spot. Okay, so basically that scene where they meet up with Valentina, right? So basically, I think that Valentina gets the whole crew, but is like, here, I'm introducing you to so-and-so, and that person is Taskmaster. Does that make sense? Do you like my theory?
I kind of, at least from what I saw in the trailers, which it seemed like their first tussle with each other when they're in that bunker. They're all doing their fight sequence and that stuff. I thought that was going to be their first meetup, and then later on they will go meet
No,
Valentine or whatever her name was.
that will which mean like Ghost's gonna disappear, and then Valentine will be like, "Oh, I sent Ghost to watch y'all." That was the whole point. Ghost being in that scene. Ghost is my
Mm,
inside person.
I guess, but all
I
right.
doubt it. I think they're doing the comic books where you got to kill someone off early in Thunderbolt to realize the stakes. They're like Suicide Squad.
The unalive
I
crew.
just
Fuck you, I'm calling them that.
Now, who's better to kill off than the person that can mimic and do any ability? You know what I mean?
and the person that has
I
more of an
but
uphill
I
battle for the fans' sake. So I mean,
but
question: Is anybody
I
going?
honestly think when they try to kill Sentry, I think he's going to use his power and it's going to be freak out. We're going to see the first hint of the void and it's going to kill her and he's going to escape.
Question, audience: Is anybody going to lose sleep if this version of Taskmaster gets killed?
I will.
No, the,
You will. Okay, why, Austin?
I'm just gonna feel bad because Taskmaster, in a sense, just fully wasted in that sense after that. Because you can easily just start giving her like his personality or something to try to fix her or anything, but you just kill off, and that character, everything about it, just gone. They're not gonna do Taskmaster again, most likely.
Yeah, they'll probably do some multiversal stuff to get the standard Taskmaster to, at least make
No,
up
with X
for
Men
what
stuff coming up
happened.
next, I doubt they
Mhm.
care that much.
Gotcha. But
I
hey,
feel like
somebody in the team has to die, and I know we originally all
Everyone in the comments, place your bet. I say Red Guardian.
they will
I think
probably
her
kill
and
him
Ray
off
Garden.
at the
I don't
end.
think they come out with just one of them yet.
Yeah, at the end they'll probably kill Red Guardian off because like it's clearly obvious they want him to be around to make all the jokes and the gags, you know?
And also
Yeah,
to annoy Yelena and be the
Yep.
emotional center for Yelena. Does that make sense?
Yep.
and
Yep.
that's why he's going to die, saving her and refilling her life with purpose. I think that's how he's going to go. And
Yep.
it's going to be kind of a callback to her trying to sacrifice herself for Natasha in the other film, and Natasha sacrificing herself.
Yep.
Yelena's gonna have many therapy bills after this movie.
Oh, anybody who's a Black Widow would have to go through therapy after that?
Yeah, where the fuck?
I find this whole discussion funny because I remember when this first started, when the Thunderbolts first came out, I defended this the most, and then it just became like I'm the least interested for it. I actually don't really like this so much.
Yeah,
I just
I
think,
remember you were defending the roster when it
yeah,
first
I
got
thought the
revealed.
roster. I
Yeah,
thought, okay,
I think we all like the trailer. You just defend the roster. I still don't think it's a good roster for Thunderbolts team. It
yeah,
goes against everything Thunderbolts stands for.
Um,
I
yeah.
just think that if the like if you would call it something else, but like I just think like the roster would have been cool for like a really cool mission. I mean like a Espada, and that could be what this is. And in practice, that still could have worked for me. I think my problem with the trailer, it's like it's too like it's I feel like it's trying too hard for me. It's like I really think it's just Red Guardian, honestly. Um
Gotcha.
I think it's trying so
Um,
hard to be like the I'm not gonna say the Guardians of the Galaxy approach, but it's like Guardians of the Galaxy adjacent, where it's
mhm.
like oh we're the fucked up people, like you wouldn't expect us to be heroes, or we but don't you want to
That
love us anyway? You know what I mean? It's like
It's like
it feels
here's the
that was
thing.
the point of Thunderbolts, though. That's the thing. The Guardians stole
but
that from them. That was
it doesn't
the point of
feel
Thunderbolts.
earnest. Is my point? It doesn't feel earnest. It feels
Uh,
very forced. It doesn't feel like organic to me.
And like here's
Uh,
the thing, people already love some of these characters,
right.
So it's like we don't need any convincing
what-
to love some of these characters